What's up, guys? Today I'm going to do Nintendo's E3 2012 press conference. Let's get started with the first game that they showed off, which was Pikmin. They did that with Miyamoto and they showed off a nice demo. This was actually the game that got me interested in Pikmin. I've never played any of the Pikmins. I never had a GameCube or anything like that. My last Nintendo console was the Nintendo 64. So it's been a while, and this game looked actually really cool. I got a feeling of RTS kind of real time strategy stuff going on. I really felt like it was a way to kind of attract all sorts of types of players. You have the young kids who will see the artistic style and say that looks really cute and cool, and then the adults will see the actual gameplay itself is very deep and invigorating, I guess. And so that was great. That was probably the best game that they showed off, I would say, and they did it first, and I think that was appropriate. So next, we're going to go on to the Wii U controller. The Wii U controller impressed me too. They started off with a pre-E3 press conference, kind of on their E3 Nintendo website. It was a live stream on Sunday, I think, and Mr. Iwata-san was talking about the new Wii U controller. They had updated it. They didn't really add anything, but they did move around some of the buttons. Oh wait, they did add something. They changed the thumb pads to thumb sticks, so you can click them down for games like you would on a PS3 or an Xbox 360 controller. So that's great. The controller looks good. They also added support for 2 touchpads, or I think they're called gamepads. Wii U gamepad. There's support for 2 of those. Originally it was just 1, but 2 of them, that's good. But it drops the frame rate for the game that you're playing to 30 frames per second, which might be a good thing too, because then it might confirm that all games are 60 frames per second, or at least the ones that are capable of doing both. That's something interesting to think about, and it really says a lot about the hardware. Maybe, well, it doesn't say a lot, but it says enough to say that at least it can get 60 frames per second. Graphically, maybe not equal, maybe better, maybe worse, but 60 frames per second, a lot of people like that kind of stuff. Next, we're going to talk about Miiverse. Miiverse is the answer to Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. It still runs on some form of friend code, but apparently it's supposed to be a whole lot easier for the people who are mature enough to use an adult way to communicate. Nintendo original plan with friend codes was to make it difficult, I guess, to interact with shady characters on the internet, and that's great. But there are people like us who are, adults, or at least young adults or teenagers or whatever, who really just want to hang out with friends, play games online, chat, talk trash, all that kind of stuff. Miiverse is great in that it really makes it social, even more so than Xbox Live, I think. Xbox Live was the best at it so far, but Miiverse has really a lot of potential to be a very social gaming platform, very good one. And things like you can write messages about the games that you're playing, so it's kind of like tweets. You can tweet about a certain level that you're stuck on, or just draw pictures, kind of like PictoChat or whatever. And they show badges above all the Miis showing the games they're playing at the time. So you can have a Call of Duty badge saying that all these people are playing Call of Duty. It can be your friends, it can be people online, and it'll show all the most popular Wii U games at that time. And it can also show the ones that you've played, show the ones your friends have played. It's really nice. It makes it very easy to see what's popular on Wii U and to really get help too. So that's Miiverse. There's a little bit more about it. I might link to some more information about it. Next, we'll go on to one of the better third-party games of the conference, ZombiU. This is where Reggie Fils-Aimé showed off, his little zombie face with the controller. It was quite scary. The man himself is already scary enough. So as a zombie version of Reggie, it's just kind of weird and very scary. It's great. It's a zombie game. It kind of reminded me of Left 4 Dead. Not really Nazi zombies from Call of Duty or anything like that, but definitely a Left 4 Dead kind of feel. Although a little bit less Valve. It's a Ubisoft game. Don't know which Ubisoft is doing it. I don't know if it's Montreal or whatever. But it looks good. It looks to be one of the better games for the launch. And that brings me on to my next point. I think, yeah, third-party support. The third-party support, besides Wii U or Zombie U, is kind of lackluster. The only really good games are Assassin's Creed 3 and Batman Arkham City. And it's a special edition. And then you got Ninja Gaiden 3, which didn't do well critically, but you know, people like Ninja Gaiden. And that's also a rehash, you know, just another new edition for just the Wii U. And that's it, really. The Assassin's Creed 3 was a highlight. Ubisoft had a lot of gameplay for that. Looked good. It was on par graphically and stuff. But they didn't have any killer games, which will be my ugly point. If you didn't know by now, I'm at the bad points. This is just bad. It's not ugly. It's not ugly that they don't have, you know, very good third-party support, because you always know that first-party support is going to be there. But that brings me to my next point, because the first-party support is also not great. It consists of New Super Mario Bros. U, which is the same thing except for the Wii U, and that's all I can remember. Maybe, oh, we got Pikmin, of course, Pikmin 3, and that's all I can think of, really. And even if I did forget something, the point is that really it's a really safe first-party lineup. This doesn't wow me as something that I should buy on the first day. The Wii U is definitely not a first-day purchase for me, personally. There are people out there that like New Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario Bros. The retro one. I liked it, but it has its place, and they had just come out with one for the Wii. And then they also have the 3DS one. New Super Mario Bros. 2? Yeah. I think. Yeah. So it seems really, really on the safe side. I would like to see, and this is the ugly point, it's just no killer games at all. Third party, first party, second party, fourth party, negative first party, whatever. Just no really killer games, no Zelda, no Star Fox. I would have liked to see that. Kid Icarus, you know, that would have been nice. Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U and 3DS. You know, if they had shown that, and I know, what's his name, that was working on the Kid Icarus game, he's been busy with that, and he works on the Smash Brothers. But it would have been nice just to see a glimpse, a picture, a new character, a new fighter, a new stage, something to go against Sony's little knockoff version. That would have been nice. And what else? Donkey Kong. Something cool from Donkey Kong. I'm sure Donkey Kong would have something great for the tablet controller. That would have been awesome. But you know, this one left a lot to be desired. I was greatly happy for the showing of the Wii U, the pre-E3 conference. It was great. It was good to see the controller and the console, I guess. But I'm going to have to give this one a C. It definitely wasn't as good as Sony's. Some people may say it was on par with Microsoft. I say Microsoft's was a B-, so a little bit better. But Nintendo gets a C from me, and I just would have liked to see some more risky games, or even risky on the side of the console. You know, the console doesn't seem, besides the controller, that's a risk. But it's also a risk that everyone else is taking. You got Xbox Smart Glass, Sony has Vita going with the PS3, things like that. So that's my grade, C. Make sure you guys tell me in the comments below what you guys think of Nintendo's E3 2012 press conference, and make sure to follow me on Twitter.